Look number 4. Little jammer on jammer action now as the Royal City Jammer has made her way past track 1. It is now also on a storm run. There goes taking names up. And oh wow, there she is, another 4 points for number 0. The Rock and Roll Girls of the NEO RnR.
So Rock and Roll Girls picking up right where they left off, Rick, and scoring points. Seems like it runs in the NEO RnR family.
And there goes Dennis again.
As we see 2 27-point jams, a 34-point, a 35-point jam in the first half. Hot Cross Guns out of the box, also picking up some points for the Tigers. And Rugburn is going to feel that burn in the morning, as that's a little rash.
Looks like she feels it right now a little bit.
Still through the pack, picking up points. We got Hot Cross Guns. That was another 4 points for the Bootleggers, but
well, Nate puts up a few more points than it calls the jam before the Bootleggers get 30 more points on the board.
Looks like a 20-16 jam, or thereabout, in favor of names.
Hey, you're the one with numbers in his name.
I got the numbers, I just can't add them or subtract them today.
I know, it's a weird day for me too.
Fast pace, Professor Moody out front, destroying the rest of the pack, and Mary Chaos taking lead jammer. She's getting the finger from Krispy Kreme, and she likes it, so Kramer giving her the finger. You can't say that every day and have no problems with it, but here at the Summit County Fairgrounds, bust a move out, it all makes perfect sense. Destroya doing an excellent job on Praying Mantis. High five out of the box and giving her derriere some excellent blocking. As she was going to try one more time on Praying Mantis, but Destroya's there to pick up the slack. And again, Praying Mantis, blocked by the Rock and Roll Girls. They do pull off. That was Professor Moody, truly outrageous. Doing some good 2-woman blocking finisher. Just a little, literally being a wrecking ball in the back of that pack.
And Nick, I'd like to remind the ladies and gentlemen out there that NEO Junior exists, and you can buy NEO Junior merchandise right here, right now. Head on up there to Swag Row and pick yourself up some NEO Junior merchandise.
After all these years, I don't know how we've never referred to it as Swag Row before, but that is genius, Rick. Swag Row, please do support our vendors.
They're going to the jammers! You got 2 pistol jamming for the Rock and Roll Girls and Rocker jamming for Royal City. 357 has made her way through the pack with a bang.
And this is going to be a power jam. It's a back block wrecker. As she is going to the Redstone Pump Girl penalty box. 5 in the sky.
Whammy! Twin pistol puts up another 5. Grand slam for your Rock and Roll Girl.
So Rock and Roll Girls scoring in bunches with punches. And that punch delivered by Twin Pistol's right shoulder on Newcomb.
Whammy! Another one. Grand slam for Twin Pistol and your Rock and Roll Girls trying to take full advantage of this power jam opportunity.
Twin Pistol towing that line like nobody's business. West Craven Brains taking back number 83. As the Rock and Roll Girls did a good job, great job of trapping to go. Twin Pistol split the whole back like the Red Sea. That was just a biblical pass, a biblical proportion.
And there she goes with another grand slam, 85 in the sky of Twin Pistol. She keeps looking up.
So Rugburn able to get up front, but she's still getting knocked around, this time by Sicilian Slicer and Amber Zerker. Back of the pack, we've got a 2-woman wrecking crew taking names in West Craven Brains.
And a grand slam, wham, for Twin Pistol.
So Power Jam is over, was over, as there's already laps being counted. Wrecker got out of the box, made her initial And I do believe she got 0 points, unable to pick any up on that back straightaway. Cracking the triple century mark, Rock and Roller Girls. (58-16) Rock and Roller Girls in the second half, so they're picking up where they left off. Homicide, your jammer for the Rock and Roller Girls. Hot Cross Guns for the Bootleggers. Homicide is getting lead jammer, as indicated by Crispy Creamer. Finisher looking for the booty block, just unable to get Hot Cross Guns over that line for the JTO. But Homicide, three-wheel motion on turn 3. She's going to call this one off. Very fast, throwing pass. Picking up 4 more points for RnR, but more importantly, limiting the Bootleggers to 0. Taking names, taking that star again for the second time this half. She did not jam the first half. I believe she put up 20 points the first time she hit that star on her head, so she's going to be jamming against Praying Mantis for the Bootleggers.
There go the jammers.
And there goes the blockers as the jammers went to the back of the pack. I think it was a blocking sabotage, no pun intended. But still fighting through and getting what she deserves. That's taking names, getting lead jammer, Crispy Creamer giving her the finger. Good blocking by RnR. That's truly outrageous, Professor Booty. It looks like we've got some J-on-J action. Taking names going to call this one off. And as Taking Names gives some high fives to the Bootleggers, great competitor. One of the best to play with and against at Taking Names. You better pay attention with your head on a swivel or she'll take you out as well.
That's right. Captain Kirk's favorite band, Beastie Boys. I'm not sure if you know that or not.
I did not. I've been waiting for this matchup again. It's Hot Cross Guns versus Twin Pistol. It's an old-fashioned duel with Twin Pistol getting the better of it as she has the drop on the Bootleggers' pack.
Grand slam for Twin Pistol. She's really getting sick of hearing it. Oh, whammy!
She makes it raining nickels. I know we've got a lot of ladies that would like to have it raining men, but Rock and Roller Girls score 5 at a time. It seems like 5 only. And let's do it.
Wow, did you see him make her way through the pack there for that grand slam, whammy?
I tell you what, if they ever make a Matrix 4 for one reason kind of business, and Twin Pistol will have that role. There she goes again, untouched, unscathed.
No, but only 4 on that one, and she calls that jam.
Very heads-up skater, that Twin Pistol, always looking to her bench, always looking as she goes around that turns for her next move. Make sure you stay tuned for the intermission for the auction of the bus on the bus gallery and the audio assault. We'll be taking on the Erie Roller Girls, who are sitting on turn number 4.
There goes the jammer.
We got a purple wall.
Wow, TV! Look at goodness!
And just like that, she can make magic happen right before your eyes. Here she goes, untouched. It may have been a while since the last time she rode that star.
Another grand slam winning the team.
But I think there's a lot of people saying, how come it hasn't been on her head sooner? She just plays so many positions so well. And she's going to call that one up. Let's give it up for number 90, Tina in the green and purple. Let's give it up for her blockers, Bad Moody Rising, Homicide, Rosa Mariposa, and Taking Names. was poetry in motion, ladies.
Nice work from Teeny Houdini, number 90.
So,
it's Murphy's Law Day with our computers and our soundboard today.
let's just roll with it. Professor Goody sprinting out of that pack here in lead jammer status in 5 seconds. Rock and Roller Girls are on a 71-0 point run. As the bootleggers have not scored since taking Maine's first
Grand slam out of 5 in the sky for the Rock and Roller Girls.
And I did do a little journalism at halftime. I inquired into Professor Goody's jamming here at the fairgrounds. This was her debut at the fairgrounds.
We suspected as much as they did not want to say for fear of being wrong.
Correct, which we are so many times. 4 more points for number 99. She did a good job of jamming for RnR at Kalamazoo at the D2 tournament. But here at the fairgrounds, you're saying something new. Good, great blocking up front. Professor Booty looking to juke and jive. She found a crack and slashed. She's making the bootleggers defense look like Swiss cheese as they are opening up holes.
Well, there's another grand slam.
Truly outrageous, doing a great job out front. She's getting some blocking with
Wendy. Well, Booty grabs herself a whammy or two and then calls the jam. She's moving on with the second half of our first bout today.
I fear the day when a skater names themselves Whammy and then we have to say Whammy gets a whammy.
I fear that day also. Whammy, whammy.
Make sure you visit the beer garden for some adult popsicles and
delicious beer.
And we have jamming praying mantees for the bootleggers. Twin pistol for the Rock and Roller Girls.
Well, there she goes. Once again, what she's been doing all afternoon, twin pistol and having a lead jammer status.
She had one blocker beat, it was Newcomb, but 357 just juked him and got right past. And this could get interesting and dicey. Let's see what kind of strategery gets played when strategery needs to happen. And that was jammer on jammer action there, and this one is going to be good strategery, if you will, as it worked out.
And now we have a power jam. Twin pistol throwing up another Girls.
I tell you what, pistol's so fast, they were just on 357. I didn't get a chance to announce it because they're already on 362. They were on their points. Now they're past their points. Good job of closing the door by West Craven Brains taking aim at Amber Zerger, as they are not allowing the bootleggers to take back the jammer.
I'll tell you what, of all the skaters that I've seen come up over the past few years who are just beating West Craven Brains has really turned into quite the effective blocker.
Absolutely, she does. The one blocker we have in the stands that used to deliver hits like her, kind of took her place. Carmelo the Crusher was the big hitter. Used to love watching that big hitter.
We close that jam with another grand slam for Twin Pistol.
It looks like we have a time out, possibly being taken by a team.
There's where Rock and Roller goes. And they're doing jammers.
Wow. 2.2 seconds goes number 98.
How do you know that long?
R6. She's not number 98, she's R6. But with the way it's bunched up in the back, I glanced up and I knew right away I had the wrong number. Bad Moody Rising Girl Lee Jammer passes up on the outside very quickly for 4 points, bringing the Rock and Roll Girls score to 372. The both Jammers are out of the bag. Punches and bunches and body to the floor. Bad Moody Rising through and unscathed. 4 points as she is on her horse and ride. She is flying around that track. Homicide doing a great job of taking back Praying Mantis. So Rosa Mariposa going to the penalty box. I believe that was a low block. I'm just guessing because of the way the bodies went and went over each other. Cannonball doll in the box. Redstone Puppet Girl. So that was a 4 through the door, as Mr. Giggity himself.
Yeah, let's not point that.
I kind of like it though. Let's give it up for Bad Moody Rising.
Moody throws up another 4 for the Rock and Roll Girls.
First time she put on the sky for Rock and Roll Girls. Great blocking out there from her teammates. Team D finisher. Rosa Mariposa and Homicide. Homicide did a great job of jammer takeouts and taking that bootlegger.
No taking me.
It is now given to Praying Mantis, who was the jammer of that jam. So now this is a power jam rock and roll.
Out front, taking lead jammer immediately. And there goes Name, taking a little bit of the concrete with her.
And she's going to get a cut track as the bootleggers buttoned up their suspenders and took her back.
Well, Mantis is now the lone jammer on the flat track, leading a power jam opportunity for the Royal City Bootleggers.
And just like that, the bootleggers are now at full strength. And the cut track that was delivered at the timeout totally negated by good bootlegger defense.
Sorry about that moment of silence. Nick and I were calling our own out.
That moment of silence was brought to you by the Redstone Puppet Girl for the second penalty of the same jam from taking names.
We were talking about you.
So we know that that doesn't happen often from names, as she's one of the cleanest skaters I've ever had the pleasure of announcing. So a moment of silence was rightfully reserved.
Well, anyhow, it's a grand slam for the Bootleggers, and they break the century mark.
And Praying Mantis working for every digit that she's putting up. As this jam's going to time out, bodies hit the floor. I think that was a self-imposed jammer takeout. I think she had 2 flat tires and just out of gas.
Yeah, well, it can be exhausting out there. I know I couldn't do it.
These ladies are putting in a lot of hard work, so let's keep giving it up. Also, the Bootleggers, Rick, playing with a shorter bench. Rock and Roller Girls possibly playing with the most skaters roster this year.
Possibly. Anyway, it's a power jam opportunity for the Bootleggers.
We've got blocking out front Sicilian Slicer, Amber Zucker, finisher.
Hot cross guns trying to make her way through that brutal NEO defense. Finally does it, get that lead jammer status. Meanwhile, power jam is over. As taking names as approach the flat track. And she throws a hit out to Hot Cross Guns.
Trying to get Hot Cross Guns out. Jammer on jammer was taking names. Hot Cross calls that one off, although taking names.
Meanwhile, Royal City will be calling time out here.
Even though taking names never made her initial pass. as she came out of the box to start that jam.
And there goes the jammer, power jam opportunity for the bootleggers of Royal City. Having a hard time making her way through that pack. Oh, West Craven throws out a nice block. Teeny Houdini's throwing out some block action. They are not giving any mercy to lead the jammer for Royal City.
West Craven Grange, Teeny Houdini doing an awesome job. Twin Pistol also in this blocking pack, as that is nice to see. Bad Mooney rising.
Obviously, you can sit down and think about her crimes and misdemeanors here for a moment.
Bad Mooney Rising, sponsored by Bad Mooney. If you would like to sponsor Bad Mooney, just contact Bad Mooney and she will put your sponsorship on her behind.
Meanwhile, Hot Cross Guns puts up a grand slam for Royal City's bootleggers.
Hot Cross Guns, she's a 38 special as she just gets Sheriff.
Wow, did you see taking names throw those boys on the board like that? We're going to hippity hop and bam, 4 points.
So this jam is going to go the distance. Hot Cross Guns, not too special on that cut track as she has earned another trip to the box.
That's correct. It is a power jam, but taking names not the lead jammer, so she's got to ride it out.
Go Gadget Eyeballs, and it looks like Hot Cross Guns has 4 cut tracks. That is
grand slam for taking names.
That has been her penalty downfall of the day.
And we cross the 400-point mark, Nick.
Nice lateral by taking names.
Whammy!
Number 82, she just got past Cannonball Doll rather easily. Penalties are really racking up for the bootleggers. I believe we haven't seen a record because I believe she's been sitting at 6, so she has not been jamming.
Another grand slam as time runs out of the jam clock there. Taking names puts up another quick 5.
This will still be a power jam 2 stars. So back-to-back power jams. This one in favor for the Rock and Roller Girls to start. Points for taking names. And just like that, wow! Another 2.2-second lead jammer. Homicide really has her fuel injections cleaned out. She has got her motor running and pulled full throttle as she goes through unscathed on the outside. She's going to tap her hips and limit that Saturday night special that goes by the name of Hot Cross Guns. 7 minutes to play. 300 points is your lead for the Rock and Roller Girls. 412 to 112. Royal City Roller Girls bootleggers doing a good job hanging in there. They're not hanging it up by any means at all. They're going out there every jam, continuing to block, continue to wall off, and continue to use their skills that they know how to use. And it is 416 to 112 as my awesome scorekeeper just updated my bad numbers. Sicilian Slicer is your jammer for the Rock and Roller Girls. I believe that is jamming for the bootleggers. Praying Mantees, as she is met by truly outrageous. But Praying Mantees able to get past for lead jammer status as the Goodyear Fifth is giving her the finger. Sicilian Slicer having to work for everything she has to get past those bootlegger blockers. Rock and Roller wall up front. Good job by Praying Mantees keeping her feet in bounds. She's going to call that one off. And it looks like 1 point for Praying Mantees. Let's see if Sicilian Slicer was able to sneak some out. And Sicilian Slicer able to pick up 3 points. So non-lead jammer, Rock and Roller Girls still outscoring the bootleggers 3 to 1. Here it is, Rick. We've got what we requested. West Craven Grange is your jammer.
All right, I've been waiting for for this all season long.
Wes Craven reigns like a freight train.
Lead generals, champions, and rock and roll girls.
Wes Craven reigns with some awesome choppy feet, keeping those feet moving, and she is the beneficiary of a power jam.
Right you are, Nick. And there she goes with a grand slam.
She said, welcome to 7734. This is how I do it when I have the star on my head. Jammer takeout by the bootleggers. Closing the back door is the Rock and Roller Girls La Resistance defense. As the bootleggers shoring up that wall of green, Wes Craven reigns fighting through that point. Wes Craven reigns scored 5 points grand slam. She got lead jammer status. But she said she's a little tired. I'm going to pass it on.
Big name in the starting pass. Nancy to start. She puts up a grand slam. Whammy, taking me.
Team Houdini clearing out 2 to 3 blockers.
Oh, another foul in the sky for your rock and roll girls as another whammy is achieved by taking names.
Team Houdini, one of my favorites ever to announce, one of my favorites ever to watch. Showing you size doesn't matter. It's heart, discipline, dedication.
Whammy, taking names. And let's not forget it's fun to say Team Houdini.
Absolutely. Team Houdini did all she could on hot cross guns. As I was announcing the blocking, taking names, scoring up some points on the offensive end for RnR. Looks like Wes Craven reigns doing her best Superman impression on the back straightaway.
Well, and there's a grand slam for hot cross guns and the bootleggers.
Great jam, rock and roller girl started off with taking brains, getting lead jammer, pulling a grand slam, passing the scar, and names with a grand slam. Let's give it up for RnR, giving you fans something to cheer about. And again, that was another cut track for hot cross guns, the penalty downfall of her day. 2 minutes and 47 seconds currently as the clock is ticking. And Twin Pistol, your lead jammer, Praying Mantis, your jammer for the bootleggers, and very solid blocking wall, but Praying Mantis found a crack and slash. Homicide chased her down, but was unable to recycle her in the pack. Nice move over the apex, untouched, unscathed. Twin Pistol making that bullet ricochet, as she's going to call this one off, take her points, and run. Again, if you go out to smoke during intermission, it is out front in a main parking lot, not out back. You are not to be smoking in the exit behind me, behind the screen. .446.118 is your score. Sicilian Slicer, your jammer for the Rock and Roll Girls. Hot cross and guns again, as she is no stranger to that star, wearing it for the bootleggers. Good job by Rugburn and Wrecker to take back Sicilian Slicer. As I said, Royal City plans in the end, but Sicilian Slicer got her name, and what she did, she sliced, she diced, and she got through that pack for lead jammer status. It took her a little bit of time to do it, but she earned that status. Again, trying to get taken back by the bootleggers. Rock and Roller Girls La Resistance defense doing the same thing to hot cross guns. And Sicilian Slicer's going to call this one off. Out of bounds. Sicilian Slicer looks like very aware of time on the clock and what is going on. It looks like we have 5-on-5. All skate action, Rick. And as soon as this whistle blows, we are going to get some bumps in the bump on this flat track, because they're going to be bumping all over. The jam is on. Homicide, your jammer for the Rock and Roll Girls, Praying Mantis for the Royal City front, green on purple. And
Homicide taking over the flat track there.
Homicide with the blocker takeout. Very aggressive jamming by B8. Rock and Roller Girls, your final bout here. Last time you can see the Rock and Roller Girls at the Summit County Fairgrounds. They're going to play their heart out till the end as well as the Royal City Roller Girls Bootleggers. 448-118 is your score.
Put it on jam time now.
Official time is out. This will be the final scoring opportunity for both teams. Five in the sky. It's either that or Krispy Kreme's waving at me.
Could be both. Anyways.
Finisher doing a great job blocking one-on-one. Shoulder on shoulder, but getting through the back. Craig Mantis for 4 points. Both jam refs all over the action. Justin Zane in the Redstone Public Grill penalty box. Lone blocker in there as these last couple jams have been very clean.
And there's another forward for Homicide and Rock and Roller Girls.
And that's a big jammer takedown.
Green still throwing out those hits as Prey Manji takes a little flat track.
And Homicide gives her a hit with her